Hello and welcome. I'm a hotel AI expert, and I've spent years working in modern hospitality operations and performance support. I'm really pleased to welcome all of you, the students of Europe Hotel School, to your online learning journey with us. We're going to step inside the world of modern hotels today and really peel back the layers to see what makes them tick. We're going to explore those hidden systems that turn a good hotel into a truly great one.
So what is it? What's the secret sauce? You might think it's all about, the plush carpets or the fancy rooftop pool. But the real secret? Well, it lies a lot deeper. It's all about flawlessly managing two powerful and often competing forces that exist right at the core of every single property.
You see, every great hotel operates on a knife's edge. On one side, you have the art of creating unforgettable guest experiences, and on the other, you have the science of keeping the business profitable and sustainable. One just can't exist without the other. This tension, this dynamic balance, is the real engine of modern hospitality. So let's break down how the best hotels master this, starting with our first pillar.
Okay, let's start with what you see first, right? The most visible part of the hotel, the guest-facing departments. This is where those first and last impressions are made. This is really the heart of the hospitality promise.
And this is the journey every guest takes. It's like a carefully choreographed dance, and it's all managed by the front office, which you can think of as the hotel's central nervous system. From that very first click when they make a reservation to the final warm farewell at checkout, every single step is a critical touch point designed to be smooth, efficient, and welcoming.
Now, of course, a hotel is more than just rooms. The food and beverage division is absolutely crucial. And what I love about this is how it shows it's not just about one restaurant. It's about creating totally different environments. You've got the formality of the main dining room, the casual social hub of the bar, and then the incredible logistics of catering a huge event. It's a massive operation in itself.
Right. That seamless service, the perfectly made bed, that feeling of being safe and cared for, that stuff doesn't happen by magic, does it? The flawless experience you see out front is supported by a massive, and I mean massive, unseen operational machine running 24/7.
And that brings us to our second pillar, the operational backbone. These are the critical back-of-house functions that form the hotel's very foundation. This is where precision and process are everything. Think about these departments. You've got housekeeping, ensuring everything is pristine, maintenance, making sure every light switch and faucet works perfectly, and security, keeping everyone safe. They are truly the unsung heroes of the daily operation. If the guest experience is the engine, these guys are the gears that have to turn perfectly for that engine to run it all.
The goal here is pretty much perfection. We're talking 99.9% operational efficiency. Why so high? Well, because even the tiniest error behind the scenes, a delay in the laundry, a slow response for maintenance, can ripple out and directly disrupt a guest's experience out front. It's that critical.
And a huge part of modern operations is sustainability. And listen, this is no longer just a marketing slogan or a nice-to-have. It's a core business imperative. Things like energy-saving tech, waste reduction programs, responsible sourcing, these are now built directly into the workflow and are tracked just like any other key performance metric.
Okay, so the front of house and back of house are working in perfect sync. But who's providing the direction? Who's looking at the bigger picture? This brings us to the strategic brain of the hotel, where the long-term vision and the big business decisions are made.
Let's dive into our third and final pillar, the management functions that actually drive the revenue, manage all the resources, and steer the entire business forward.
First things first, you have to follow the money. Financial management is key, and it all starts with understanding exactly where the revenue is coming from. As you can see here, rooms typically dominate the sales, for sure. But look how strongly that's supported by food and beverage and large-scale events. A healthy hotel knows how to balance all three of these income streams.
So how do they fill all those rooms and restaurants? Well, the sales and marketing teams are working constantly on that. They use a strategic mix of channels. On one hand, you have the huge reach of online travel agencies. We call them OTAs. But on the other, you have the higher profitability and, just as important, the guest loyalty that comes from booking directly with the hotel. Mastering this balance is really the heart of modern revenue management.
And ultimately, this command center is managing the three most critical assets in the entire building. The people, through smart recruitment and ongoing training, the money, through careful budgeting and tracking performance, and the technology that powers everything, from their internal property management systems to the apps you use on your phone.
So there we have it, our 3 pillars: the guest experience engine, the operational backbone, and the strategic command center. So the big question is, how do these very distinct systems all come together to create a truly world-class hotel?
True excellence, the kind you remember for years, is achieved only when all 3 of these pillars are operating in perfect harmony. It's like a finely tuned orchestra. Strategy sets the direction for operations create that flawless guest experience, and then, crucially, the guest feedback flows all the way back up to inform the strategy. It's a continuous, dynamic loop.
And I think this quote just illustrates the ultimate purpose so brilliantly. A hotel isn't just a building with rooms for rent. It's a living story. It's a distinct culture of service and strategy that, when done right, guests can actually feel and become a part of. That right there, that is the essence of true hospitality.
And this brings us right to the central challenge and the biggest opportunity for you as you build your careers. Technology is streamlining operations and enhancing guest services in amazing ways. But the key question remains: how will you make sure that the irreplaceable value of genuine human connection stays at the very core of hospitality? Finding that perfect balance between high-tech and high-touch, that's what will define the great hotels of the future.